afternoon. Hi, I'm Raleigh Brown. This is Curve Flattening Concert number 460. And Warren and Janelle are here, among others. They're the first ones in, and Ann Mintz is here. And I suspect there will be more people joining. There's at least 10 in right now by my count. Steve Edelman. And I'll take this opportunity to cloink you all. Here's to ya. And once again, I'll say the idea of the cloink sound came from my good buddy Guy Davis, a.k.a. the Kokomo Kid. We should all go on his page and say, "Yo, buddy, cloink." And a bunch of people getting in here. Let me not fall behind. Deb Leiby Clark, Johnson Hogg, Connie Adams, Charlie Bryant, Donna Greenberg, Ken Nashif. Ken says, dark and dreary here in the Pacific Northwest. Well, we got you weather right here, buddy. It's 75 degrees on November, whatever it is, November 7th. And it's sunny and beautiful, and I felt overdressed outside in my long sleeve shirt. And I actually had to turn the air conditioning on in here to cool the place off before we did the concert. So I see S.A. Tudhope and Judy Wong, my dear friend, and John Ferrulo, another dear friend, and Andreas Postler and Toby Simmons as the unknown user. That's like halfway to being one of the Invisibles. And Pam Zappardino, great. She's sitting in a classroom while her class is taking an exam. Good. And Bunny Barnes is here, and Kathy Craw up there in Canada, and Steve Davidson, and Ginger Hopper. Good. So, and Mike Verbeek. They're coming in faster than I can mention them. And Dave Mason from Scotland. And Amy Farabee, who I saw at Winfield. And Bobby Forrest in the Pacific Northwest. I guess I better get to something here. So I wanted to show you a picture when I was getting ready for the concert today. my little housemate decided he was tired of playing second fiddle, so he planted himself right where my chair usually goes. And he wouldn't move, so I took a snap of him here. There he is. He's in front of my computer, and he's like, I'm going to just stay here today, buddy. You can go find somewhere else to sit and do your friggin' concert. So that's my boy. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I can't. Oh, yes, I can. And then we can make it littler. Ah. Well, that's the guy, anyhow. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Rich Laughlin is here, and Kathy Marzak. Okay, so we will dispense with little Charlie here. He's actually right down here next to the camera. If he starts to wiggle, the camera may shake, so we'll see. So, got some songs for you today. It's going to be a very comfortable, old favorites kind of day for me. Well, if you're traveling to the North Country Fair, where the wind hits heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine, and if you go when the snowflakes storm, when the rivers freeze and summer ends, please see she has a coat so warm. keep her from them howling winds. And please see that her hair's hanging down. It rolls and flows all down her breast. Please see for me that her hair's hanging long. That's the way I remember her the best. Well, I'm wondering if she'll remember me at all. Many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my nights and in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling to the North Country Fair, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline, remember me to one who lives there. For she once was a true love of mine. Girl from the North Country by Bob Dylan, very early Bob Dylan. And let me see who I'm missing here. I see my buddy Jim Greco is here. And Dave Mason said he's multi-listening. Well, do whatever works for you, Dave. And my buddy Steve Black down in Florida. Hi, Steve. I really appreciated your phone call a couple weeks ago. That was very sweet. We try to stay in touch with our old friends here. And sometimes you get just the perfect cup of coffee. Mel Green. Hey, Mel. I'm not Rory. She's a female blues guitarist, but I do have longish hair. But it's good to see you, Mel. So next up is an original. I figured this started to turn into a kind of a concert of songs of lost love. And this one is another one, but more of the elegiac type than the really sad and bummed out type. Just like Girl from the North Country. Well, I had a dream about you. I woke up thinking of you, remembering of hearing of the hard times that you'd seen. And I remember you were moving to Kentucky or Virginia. And I heard about your hard times. and I wondered how you been. Well, it's 4 years since I've seen you, and 8 years since I loved you, and I had no love before you, though I've been in love since then. I recall the sweetness of it. You were young and warm and quiet, and I hope that you would always consider me your friend. And I heard about your marriage, how he was old and you were younger, and of how it burst asunder, and you went back home to stay. And I prayed that you weren't bitter, for your youth was so much sweeter. And I hope you're sometimes smiling, and you'll sometime pass my way. Well, I had a dream about you, and I woke up thinking of you, remembering of hearing of the hard times that you'd seen. And I remember you were moving to Kentucky or Virginia, and I heard about your hard times, and I wondered how you've been, how you've been. I had a dream about you, and that's a song I wrote. About a very lovely woman who I knew when I was very young. So some announcements, not very many today. Hello to the Invisibles, Kit Sarikaku, who loves that song, by the way, so if she's listening, I hope she enjoyed it. And Kate Mack and Linda Worcester and Judith Fox and Joel Biget and Mario Prue and Mike Stillman and Invisible Rubenstein, all the Invisibles. And right there, folks, you have the link for PayPal and Venmo. All that money is going to pay dog trainers right now, and maybe a little bit on dog biscuits too. So, and a couple things. I will be playing at a benefit concert here in the Philly area for the Abington Friends meeting on Saturday, November 19th. And Ken Ulansey, my great sax-playing friend, will be there, as will a couple other musicians, who's a guy called Smiling Ed, who's a banjo player, and Joe Arnold, who's a violinist and fiddler. So it should be a great show, and it's a good cause. They're trying to make their friends meeting accessible, handicapped accessible. So, and I also want to mention that my buddy Sarah Steele, whose painting sits right back there, beautiful watercolor, and she's a wonderful watercolorist. Her calendar for 2023 is now available at sarahsteele.com, and that's SARASTEELE.com. I have no, my only disclaimer is that I love her work and she's a lovely person. So that's that. I am on today at 3. That's what we're doing right now. I don't know what was going on with Facebook. I don't know if they got screwed up because of the time change, but it automatically registered as 8 o'clock, and I finally couldn't figure out how to change it, and then I finally figured it out. So I posted a couple things. I hope I didn't bother you. I'm just trying to be thorough. Tuesday, I don't know who is on. I don't think anyone is on. Cozy and Charlie are still out in Moab, and they should be back next Tuesday, the 15th, for their concert. And of course, Tuesday is voting day, and I strongly urge any of you who would like there to be the faintest chance of preserving our democracy to vote blue. And I make no bones about it. We're up against a cult. So if women want to get the right to deciding what to do with their own bodies, if we would like the rich to be subject to the same laws as the poor, especially the rich and powerful, especially the rich and powerful politicians. If we would like the rule of law to be in place, and we would like to build our country so the middle class and the working class can live the kind of life we led in the 50s, but which back when corporate taxes were very, very high. But I digress. I've said my piece, and I think I will be back Wednesday at 3 p.m. to pick up the pieces of whatever we find out, or probably I'll ignore it. So. And here's an instrumental for you. This is, I think, Johnny Mercer one, which I love a lot, and it is called Emily. Emily by Johnny Mercer. Let me back up here and say hello to a couple more people who I may be missing. I see Kate Petrella is here and Rhonda Scott Merrick. And trying to find other people I might have missed. If I missed you, I'm terribly sorry. I'm filled with remorse. I stamp my feet in mortification. And Kate Petrella, Owen O'Malley. Hi, Owen. And Ellen O'Brien. Hope you're doing well, Ellen. And Joshua Shuffman, thank you for those kind words. He's on YouTube. And Melissa Fleming, my old buddy. And Melissa, tell Charlie I didn't see him on the feed the other day, so I didn't get to say hi to him, but hi to Charlie Ortolani as well. And like that. Good. So I have one more tune for you before we run out of time here. And actually, one of the themes of today's concert is that, you know, what I do is I look at my my master list a lot of times, and I've listed everything I played in every concert. So I'll do a search for the name of a song, and I'll see how long it's been. When was the last time it appeared on a playlist? And all today's songs are songs that I thought I'd played more recently, and then I looked on the playlist, and it was like, some of them were like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So this is one of those too, and this one actually is going out there for my buddy Charlie Ortolani because he loves this song. I hope he's listening there with Melissa. I've been hanging out of town, Lord, in that low-down rain, watching good time Charlie friends driving me insane. Out on shady Charlotte Street, you know the green lights all looked red. I wish I was back on the farm in my feather bed. I'm gonna get myself a rocking chair, see if I can lose them thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Myself a paper friend, I read yesterday's news, and I folded up page 21 and I stuck it in my shoe. Gave me a nickel to the poor, my good deed for the day. Then I folded up my old billfold, threw it far away. I'm gonna get myself a rocking chair, see if I could lose them thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Now I wish I had some guitar strings, that old Black Diamond brand. I'd string up this old Gibson box, go and join some band. But I guess I'm gonna stay right here, pick and sing a while. Maybe make a little change, give them folks a smile. I'm gonna get myself a rocking chair, see if I could lose them them thin dime hard times, hell on Church Street blues. I'm gonna get myself a rocking chair, see if I could lose them thin dime hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Well, be happy and be healthy, be brave and be calm, be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. See if we can catch Charlie here. We may not be able to get the camera down far enough. See, and there, well, part of him is in there. What if we did that? There he is. Dogs in space. An upside down dog. A little stretch. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you back here on Wednesday if you have some time at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Enjoy this weather while you can. It's cooling off tonight, but it should still be nice here.